In regards to being a man, my father told me one story and gave me one piece of advice. The story went a little something like, they say God created Eve from Adam's rib. Now I was told she was made from his rib because it was closest to his heart. So he would always love her. Because the rib is at the center of his body, so she would always be his equal. And lastly, because the rib is tucked so nicely underneath his arms, so he would always protect her. Now that was a real man. Not for the fact that in the Garden of Eden, he never asked for directions when he got lost. Or that it would take the jaws of life to pry open his hard exterior to find out that his insides are actually really soft. And when I say soft, I mean like baby afro soft, no. He's a man because he was there for his woman and he owned up to his mistakes. He loved Eve with all of his heart and he apologized for listening to that snake. Know that being a man consists of so much more than having the ability to drink everybody else under the table at a bar. Or having the fierce determination that can only be compared to a woman giving birth, never giving up when it comes to opening that really stubborn pickle jar, no. A real man is the perfect combination between a UFC fighter and a poet. He can save the world out of the goodness of his heart and you would never know it. For he doesn't do it for the glory, he does it for the glow. And he's comfortable enough with himself to not always be the main attraction of the show. Now, a real man is man enough to walk away from a fight. He never backs down to defend those that aren't treated right. He is a dad, not only a father. For a father is simply a man who helped conceive his son or daughter. A dad, on the other hand, is a man who is there 100% for his children through times of happiness or strife. He takes care of his responsibilities and carries his wife on his back while she carries the children on hers, and he climbs this mountain we call life. That is a dad. That is a man. That is a king that never forgets to treat his queen like the last ray of light that illuminates the day and turns dusk to night. And he searches for her like the rare beauty she is, dragging her back to the day, once again giving the world sight. Like DC, you can keep the white, he would be her dark knight, her armor. And to the solemn oath to protect her from anything that might harm her. Now for the one piece of advice my father gave me, he said, never be like me. For I was a bad father and an even worse husband. You are now old enough to see. Do the opposite of me, which means never hit a woman or spit in her face. Never miss a pre-elementary, mid, or high school graduation, because it's just not the same watching the tapes. Be more of a role model to your son than a comic book superhero could ever be, in blue tights and a red cape. Put on the suit yourself and tattoo a super dad across your chest for your daughter's sake. And for the first time in my 21 years of existence, I saw the love he had in his eyes for his family, and the pain he felt from a lifetime of mistakes. And all the hate I had for him in my heart seemed to have just evaporated, and love took its place. I just wish you hadn't waited till we were grown, because it just might be too late.